Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's been a minute. I haven't been here in over a year, but we are back and I'm just going to be chatting with you guys and catching up and everything as I do my makeup. And today we'll be just talking about everything random, mental health, feeling confident, feeling getting back to feeling yourself after a baby and all the jazz. So I'll be talking about that as I get ready. The top I'm wearing is just a thrifted item that I got from Dup. I like it. And yeah, so let's get to doing my makeup as we chat. Okay, so I've just been meaning to talk about getting back to feeling yourself after a baby. I've always been a small girl. Like I was always a tiny person, weight wise. And during my pregnancy I did not gain much weight, and then I gained weight. I didn't gain weight during my pregnancy, and after my pregnancy either. Like I think a year I did not gain weight, and then I just started to gain. And I just started feeling not myself. I didn't feel confident, I didn't feel comfortable, I just did not feel myself for a bit of time. And it took a while to feel comfortable with myself, and it took a lot of learning and unlearning a lot of things for me to just like get back to feeling myself. Okay, because before my pregnancy I was small and I was okay. During my pregnancy I was still small, and then after my pregnancy I was still small, and then I started gaining this weight that I didn't know what to do with. A lot of people are no exercise and change your diet and all this, and I wanted to do all that. I would start exercising and I would just be like, oh, I was never consistent in the exercising part or the diets, and I just kept gaining weight. And it took a bit of time for me to realize that I was not in the right place mentally after having my baby. I would just find myself being very emotional, and I didn't know what it was. Why I felt so bad and so terrible and so sad. You kind of read about depression, and I don't know. I just felt sad and unhappy, and then I realized that I needed to start working on myself. I have a mirror down here, by the way. I started to work on myself, and I started to research about why I was feeling so sad and the sudden weight gain. I realized that I was eating my feelings. I was eating my sad feelings. I looked to food, and I just didn't feel great for a long time. And because I didn't feel great for a long time, I didn't feel happy even at my work, because work used to really bring me satisfaction and things like that. But I wasn't feeling that anymore. I just felt depressed, you can say. I didn't even know who I can talk to about why I was feeling so depressed, so sad. And when I gained weight, a lot of people started making like compliments, like, oh, you look good, you should maintain your weight. But that didn't make me feel good. Okay, that did not make me feel good. I was losing hair. I was losing my hair from the stress, and also after the baby I just started having like severe hair loss. And then I also just my skin, I was breaking out a lot. I just didn't feel great. So it took me, I think, a year to finally realize that I was not in the right place, because I wasn't showing up for myself. So I started feeling guilty that I wasn't being a good mom and all that. So when I realized that I needed to start showing up for myself and take care of myself, I started reading more on what I was feeling and how best I can help myself get out of this cycle of sadness and eating my feelings and crying all the time and feeling so much guilt that I'm not a great mom because I'm feeling this way. So after like reading a lot of that and being able to talk about what I was feeling to a family member started to help me a little bit, because then I realized that I wasn't alone in that situation, in what I was feeling. That fly though, shoo. I wasn't I wasn't alone in my feelings, and I wasn't alone in what I was feeling, and that those feelings are actually valid. Those feelings are actually valid. And I wasn't confident in my weight loss, in my weight gains, so my clothes were not fitting me. So I had to accept that, okay, I had gained the weight. Okay, either I'm gonna do something about it, or I'm gonna mourn all the time and be sad about that weight gain. So what the first thing that I did to change my mood, or to change where I was, what I was feeling, is I changed my clothes. I threw out all the clothes. I gave away all the clothes that I was no longer fitting, and I got clothes. I sized up in the clothes that actually fit. And then on top of that, because of the hair loss, I decided to shave my head, cut my hair out. And then with the weight loss, I also decided to change what I was eating, and I started to walk more, like started being mobile, because I would sit like on my desk for a long time and then come home and I'll just be like sitting quite a bit of time. So I decided to start walking more and change my diet, get in more steps. And then I also started to change what I was watching, like, because I knew that what I was feeding my mind was just taking me into such a dark place. So I decided to start changing what I was listening to, what I was watching, even what I was reading. I got more into self-development, personal development, self-help, books, just to get my mind to stop thinking very negative thoughts, and also just to see where I was wrong, because I wasn't talking positively to myself. I was very negative about myself and about my situation, and I realized that nothing is going to change if I'm going to be so negative, especially about myself. Like, I have to do something about it. Like, I have to change my thinking. I have to change how I talk to myself. If I want to come out of this phase that I'm in, I'm gonna have to do something about it. I'm just gonna sit and just do nothing about it and just become more and more depressed. I'm gonna do something about it, especially now that I have a little human depending on me, because I started to feel like when I was unhappy, I was affecting her as well, you know. The energy that I was releasing around me was affecting her, and I didn't want my baby to feel that effect. So I started working on myself, you know, changing what I was listening to, cutting my hair, changing my outfit, like changing my clothes to more clothes that would actually fit the size that I had become. I was no longer like a size 1 or size 0. I had upped a couple of sizes, and I had to accept that, but as well work on that, on how best I can exercise and reduce the weight. So yeah. So it took a bit of time to finally get back to myself, and when I accepted that situation and decided to do something about it, I changed. I started to see a positive change, even when with work, with myself, with my family, because I was no longer being sad all the time. I was no longer snapping at everybody because I was just so sad. I started working on myself, and in working on myself, I was able to be more present. And I'm still working on myself. I'm still reading books that are changing my thinking. I'm still looking at life in a positive light, in my career, in my personal life, with my family. I'm talking positive to myself and people around me. I'm speaking love and kindness and everything towards things around me. That has taken a bit of time, and I'm in a better place right now. I'm in a better place mentally, and I think when you are reach that stage of like, I need to ask for help, I can't do this myself, I need to ask for help. I can read the books, I can do the exercise, I can change what I'm listening to, what I'm watching. But if I still don't feel like I can be better, I'm gonna ask for help. And I think that is something I had to learn, is asking for help. For me, it had to be a family member that I could reach out to and tell them, look, I'm feeling this way. I don't feel myself. And I've had friends that have been there for me, that have told me like, you're doing great, okay? Don't be down on yourself. You just had a baby. The weight gain is normal. You're gonna either do something about it or not do anything about it and continue feeling bad, or you're gonna do something about it, you know. So basically what I wanted to say with all this is, show up for yourself, take care of yourself first, take care of your mental health, take care of yourself emotionally, because if you take care of yourself, you're going to be able to take care of your loved ones well. And I think that's something that I've learned and I continue to learn since becoming a mom. Yeah, just show up for yourself. If you have to go to therapy or talk to someone, if you have to read the books and watch the inspirational videos, do that. I do that all the time, every day. I try to control what I'm listening to, what I'm feeding my mind, and how I'm speaking to myself. I try to incorporate doing things that are beneficial to me and to my mental health, and I cut out what is not serving me and what is not giving me the push that I need to move forward. And that's what I've just been learning, and that is something that I'm happy to continue to do, and that I've discovered it now, you know, because I really wasn't in the right space. And now that I'm able to identify when I'm not in a right place mentally, I'm able to ask for help or get help, or research more on what I'm feeling, and that's that. And that I'm able to show up for myself and take care of myself and prioritize self-care, whatever that might mean for you. For me, it's just taking time off, taking a nap, you know, reading a book or watching something that will speak to me, speak to my soul, whatever it is. I think that is something that I have really taken into consideration. So that's that. I hope this video is very random, you know, but I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to be able to start filming more content for my channel, and just, you know, share what I'm loving, fashion wise, family, lifestyle, everything. So yes, until my next video, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.